Alright, next question is from, okay, I'm guessing KRN Bay09. Korean, I'm guessing it stands for, but anyway. What kind of traits do you look for in a guy? Like personality or appearance-wise? LOL, I hope that made sense. Yeah, that totally made sense. Let's see, so personality, okay, so I like funny guys, I like smart guys, I just like guys who are kind. Some people would say that I like guys who are jerks because I've been with a couple, well, some of them turned out to be kind of assholes, but I honestly, anyone who I can really get along with, I always look for someone who is very supportive, especially now with like my YouTube stuff and everything that happened like with my like blog with the 17 thing and everything. It's really important for me looking now that guys are respectful and supportive of what I do, because it is kind of a weird thing. I don't know anyone else who makes YouTube videos, and at least in the way that I do, so it's a weird thing, and I know that, so it's kind of hard sometimes for people to take me seriously, which I have a big problem with. So personality wise, someone who is really just genuinely supportive, not like, oh, like that's cool, like I've had guys who like pretend like it's like a cool thing. I don't like that. Appearance wise, it's like looking back at like my boyfriend pool, let's see, I like guys have to be taller than me, but quite frankly I'm only 5'2", so it's really pretty difficult not to be taller than me if you're a guy. But you know, I've dated a guy, he was like 5'5", so that's not very tall in respect to other people, but I've also been with guys who were like 6 feet, so just taller than me is always good. Looks, I don't know, I mean, just I don't need like a model. I've been with a couple guys who are good looking, and you know, just some average looking guys. I don't know. I said in my other video I've only like dated 2 races. Like I probably shouldn't go here, but I've only been with Asian guys and black guys. So I guess that's what I'm not looking for, but attracted to maybe. Jackie Holmes asks, how do you have a first kiss with a boy who is experienced? Oh, okay. It depends on if he knows that you... Wait. Are you saying, like, you mean your first kiss with him, or, like, your first kiss in general? Because if it's your first kiss ever, I feel like, I wonder, like, does he know that it would be your first kiss, or does he know that you're inexperienced? Because he doesn't have to know, like, you've never kissed someone, but just the whole... I feel like he should know somewhat, like, what your experience is. I don't know if this is going in a weird direction. I've never been in that situation myself, so I guess just go with the flow, okay? Like, just keep it cool, don't freak out, just go with the flow. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, Eunice, I know you, your name backwards, City asks, hi Kitty, I never had a boyfriend and I really don't know how to meet one. Where is the best place to meet potential boyfriends? Ha ha ha, like where have you met your previous boyfriends? Also, how do you let a guy know that you're interested in him without just flat out telling him? And how do you take things to the next level if he's just a friend? Haha, sorry for so many questions. Okay, let's see. Where is the best place to meet potential boyfriends? Alright. I'm going to say right now, like, I think I've kind of given this message pretty clearly, but don't go out somewhere, like, with the intention of, like, trying to find a boyfriend, because I feel like guys can sniff that out. Like, you don't, they'll know, and I think it's a little off-putting, like, I want a boyfriend, like, and I had a friend in college who had never had a boyfriend. She really, really wanted one, but that's like not the attitude to have. Like, don't go out hoping that like this guy is gonna be the one. It's a bad level to put yourself at, because you have like really high expectations for things that may not happen. And I feel like it's just so much better if you know, like, you start off friends with someone and you meet like random people, and if things, you know, are flowing, if things are working out well, then just like let them happen, but don't like try to rush into anything, or don't try to force things to happen. As far as where I've met people, it's usually at school, like when I was in high school, but as I said, like friends of friends, just different connections. My last boyfriend, I guess I met sort of at a wedding, I feel like, and I have a friend who met her boyfriend at a wedding too, so it's just kind of funny that weddings seem to be thing. Don't be a wedding crasher to find a guy. I'm not advocating for that right now. Let's see. How do you let a guy know that you're interested in him without just flat out telling him? See, as I said earlier, I've never been the pursuer, so I don't really know. I've always known that a guy was interested in me, just because, again, he would be the one pursuing me, so I never had to, like, figure that out, really. I think guys can kind of tell, but this is where things get fishy, because guys don't like when you, like, beat around the bush. Like, they want you to tell them straight up, and that's always kind of awkward, because if you're like, hey, I like you, that may be very clear, but that's also very uncomfortable if they don't return the feelings. Like, I get you. I understand why you're asking this. I feel like I, anyway, can usually get a vibe from people, and I think it's really, like, I can tell when something's coming, like, when, like, if a guy's gonna tell me he likes me, like, I can sort of, like, figure out just by his language, just, like, things that you say, like, just being, like, flirtier, I guess. If you're not the flirty type, I think it makes things a bit more evident. Just being a little bit more attentive to him than other people, you know, I feel like just gives him that sort of idea, so I don't know if that was helpful at all. I just filled up my entire memory card with this video. I've never done that before. So anyway, let's continue. I'm so sorry, this video is so long. Anyway, okay, so we left off. Let's see your question. Okay, how do you take things to the next level if he is just a friend? Okay, I kind of addressed this sort of with one of the questions in my last video about, you know, she said something about her best friend and, you know, that situation. It really depends, I think, on if you get a vibe from him, like if you can tell that he also wants to take things to the next level, like he has that sort of interest in you, then I think it's actually pretty easy to have that conversation. Just be like, I don't know, it has to be like obviously just the two of you. It can't be like a casual setting. I don't know, you could say like, hey, so I've been thinking lately, like, I like you, and how do you feel about that? That sounds terrible. Maybe just be like, how would you feel about us maybe going on a date sometime, or going out, or hanging out sometime? Making it very evident, though, that it was like a date, not necessarily having to say the word date, but that would be good. Okay. Urban Rose 2713 asks, hi Katie, I comment on the Ask You Anything video about me having to get over a breakup even though it's been over 7 months and seeing him at school all the time. Okay, a few weeks ago, I saw him with a couple of friends, and he kept looking at me, and then him and one of his friends started laughing when I was straight past them, and I knew that they were laughing at me because the other friend turned his whole body around just to face me. What do you think this means? I don't understand what I did for him to laugh at me. I didn't break up with or hurt him like he did to me. Thanks, Katie. I really love your videos and both your channels. Okay, here's what I have to say. So, you're in high school, right? I think you are. You know what? High school guys are dumb. Like this like behavior right here screams like immature high school boys to me right now. And I know, like, when you were in a relationship, maybe it was like great, but the fact that it's over now, and the fact that he and his friends are acting like complete noobs, like, you should know that you're so much better off without him, without having to deal with them. I'm sure, like, you still probably have, like, to get over that, the breakup and everything, but you know what, like, just, like, read that back to yourself. Like, they are idiots, they are immature, they are just, they seem like jerks. I don't know what else to say, because I would have, like, nothing to do with them. They don't sound worth a minute of your time, so you are better off without them, or him and them. Just go about your day. Know that you are better, and work that. Yes. Okay. And last question is from Kiara Morris. She says, or asks, do you think it would be hard to maintain a relationship with a boyfriend at a different college? So I've never actually been with someone who's at a different college at the same time, but I've been in a somewhat long distance relationship. And I can tell you right now that long distance, or any sort of distance really, just doesn't work for some people. Some people need, like, that constant, not even like being together, but at least the availability of it. I think some people need that. And so I'm not saying that it's, you know, like, all is lost, but I feel like if you're already in a relationship, if you both are already committed to each other, I feel like it wouldn't be a problem. As long as you make the time to talk to each other, to see each other, know the next time that you're actually, like, physically going to see each other in person, because having that to look forward to, I think, is actually very healthy, and, you know, keeps things pleasant and positive. But I think someone else gave you a reply as well, like, Skyping and texting and making time to talk on the phone and everything like that is just really, really helpful. So, but again, being able to see each other in person is actually really, really important as well from my experiences. So good luck with that. I hope everything works out. Alright, so that is it for this video. I know it was so long. I hope this was helpful for those of you guys who asked questions. And that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.